It's all about the wrestling, brother. This is your host, Mike. Tomorrow, Lucha Man will be joining you for a live stream to tell you some more wrestling news for tomorrow. Around 3 or 4 p.m. Pacific, so be sure to check it out. Alright, on to AEW Dynamite results. It was on TNT. What a great show it was. The opening video, I love the opening video. I mean, it had Moxley, it had Cody, it had Jericho. They have Jim, and then their opening crews with Jim Ross, Excalibur, and Tony Schiavone. So the first match of the night starts with Cody versus Sammy Guevara. I really thought that was good. Sammy Guevara came out with some wolf heads on him. I don't know, was he a Wolfman or something? I'm not sure, just guessing. And Cody came out to his, his great music that he always comes out with. Cody's actually in a couple weeks gonna, in November 9th, which is Full Gear, AEW's pay-per-view, he's gonna be facing Chris Jericho for the AEW Championship. There are a ton of people there, like 14,000 total at AEW. I like their set, how it's set up. It looked really great. Oh, let's go on to the match. So it starts out with Cody. Cody and Brandy make their way down the ramp with the crowd cheering, Cody, Cody. Sammy Guevara comes out and the crowd's booing, of course. Cody shows off does a bunch of push-ups during the match, which was pretty cool. And one cool moment he did in the match was he jumped off, and Sammy Guevara, as a heel he is, pushed Brandy in, and Cody knocked her down. But at the end, Cody did a roll-up pin on Guevara, pinned him 1, 2, 3. Guevara's pretty amazing. I mean, he did a moonsault, then missed it, and then a shooting star. Wow, that's amazing. I really thought it was a great match. Then he's about to get interviewed by Tony Schiavone after the match, and then guess what? Jericho comes out, beats him up, and that's the end of that. And Guevara just walks away. What a total heel, man. Then we have a match, Jim JF versus Brandon Cutler. MJF was being a total heel, total jerk to the fans. He comes down, he puts him in I'll call it the Rings of Saturn, or whatever you call that move. And he makes him tap out. It was a okay match. Then you have Chris Van Vliet with Jay and Silent Bob. That was pretty cool. We got to see Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes. Very nice. Jack Evans makes his way out and starts messing with Mewes. He tells him, Morris Day and the time sucks. A line straight out of the movie. And their name, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. And there's some other and then now we see Private Party walking around ringside holding drinks. So the Private Party and the Lucha Brothers in an arena segment. So there's Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian. They're going to be for the tournament for the AEW Tag Team Champions. And I like their t-shirts where it says, this town sucks and stuff. It's pretty funny they have t-shirts for that. I have to buy one of those shirts one day. Then they had a great match between Hangman Page versus Pac. I thought he quit, but when I watched their match before, it was kind of boring. But when I watched it on AEW, oh wow, it was a good match. And if you're not familiar with Pac, he's known as Neville, or used to be in another promotion back then. But they had a good match. GR leads the commercial break. Gets off the bell. The bell starts. These two immediately get off early match. Smoke clears. It is Hangman who appears to be starting off with early offense, leading the contest. Pac now fights back. Hangman goes for a clothesline. 1, 2, kicks out. He tries to go for the Deadeye, but instead, Pac hits him in a ding-ding. I gotta say it to be funny. In a ding-ding. And then hits him with the Black Arrow, and then puts him in the submission hold. The Bruiser submission hold or something it's called. And Pac wins. Then you have Riho versus Nyla Rose. I thought that was another great match. Britt Baker comes out to do commentary of the match because, she's still injured. Full Gear pay-per-view, they show that coming up. Good advertisement for that. Nella Rose, I think she's a heel. She was telling the fans of the crowd. Riho comes out, gives fans fives and stuff. In her dress, takes it off. The wrestling gear. They have a match. Rose pulled out a bunch of chairs, backfired on. She could do anything with them. Took less to write all that out. It was a 2-part setup. The announcers had to help kill time during. Rio covers Rose. 1, 2. And then later on, Rio hits 1, 2, 3 with a knee right to the face. 1, 2, 3. Rio's new women's champion. And after the match, Rose attacks Michael, which is Rio's translator. And Kenny Omega makes the save. Because Rio got emotional. She's about to tell her fans about winning the title. But Nella Rose broke it up, so he gave her a power bomb. And then Omega says, okay, I'm done. And then the main event, my favorite match of the night for AEW was The Elite. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks versus Chris Jericho and LAX. Santana and Ortiz, man, they're good wrestlers. Also, guys, Impact Wrestling's going to also be on Access TV. Yeah, I was on before, but they're just showing pay-per-views. But on the 22nd is when they're going to really start showing. I think it's going to be 2 hours or 3 hours. I'm not sure. So the Young Bucks are with Nick and Matt Jackson, and Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, and Santana and Ortiz. The match starts off. Santana and Ortiz make their way to ring. They talk about the ladder. They talk about AAA. Jericho requests like, tag me in, LAX. An AEW champion tags himself in. He's about to fight. He's like, oh, I'll just go back, tag him in. And Omega fights up. But all of a sudden, Jon Moxley makes his way through the crowd and right in Omega's face, beats him up, drags him to a VIP area, and hits him with the Death Rider right on the table. That was pretty cool. I saw that. It was good to see Moxley come back. That was just freaking amazing. The glass broke. It's just cool. On a coffee table. Glass coffee table. But when we return, Jericho comes back. There's too much. LAX keeps fighting him, or Santana Ortiz keeps fighting him, because it's just a 3-on-2 handicap match. And at the end, Santana Ortiz throws one of the Jackson Brothers. The Jackson Brothers try to go for their finishing move, the Tombstone, but it backfires when Santana and Ortiz throws one of the Young Bucks into Jericho's the Judas Effect and pins him 1, 2, 3. And after the match, it's over. But something even cooler happens. Jack Hager, who used to be known as Jack Swagger, arrives to the scene, to the crowd. He's an MMA fighter, and he beats up on Cody, Dustin Rhodes. No, Cody comes to the save to help out Young Bucks, and so does Dustin Rhodes. And all of nowhere, Jake Hager comes, just beats him up, hits the Hager bomb, throws Dustin Rhodes through a table, ouch. And then at the end, Jericho hit a Judas Effect on Cody Rhodes. And that's how the show ends up, with the heels opposing. During their poses to the crowd. And that's the end of the show, folks. So hopefully everybody... Honestly, I thought this first AEW show was really great. I liked it a lot. So looking forward to it. But tomorrow, wrestling fans, if this is your first time listening to this channel, also smack that subscribe button and click that notification bell to let you know when wrestling news is uploaded on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. But tomorrow we'll have a live stream around 3 or 4 p.m. Pacific, so be sure to check it out, because Lucha Man will join you. And it will be on there. You'll be able to see his face. Alright, wrestling fans. Thank you for listening to my wrestling news. And like I say, it's all about the wrestling! Ooh, yeah! Dig it!